Operation Save
the Bowl Factory.
Bretton, I'm so curious on why you moved from Sheboygan to New York, the bustling city. Why are you back? Why here? Why now?
All right, so I am from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and my dream was to move to the big city, New York, and work for the Food Network, become a TV chef, right? So start my own cooking show, and I worked in restaurants forever. Became a chef, became a cook, worked as a food stylist, worked for Food Network, the test kitchen, and after many years, I decided I was looking for just somewhere a little bit quieter, somewhere where I could call home for the rest of my life. And I wanted to open up my own business and start a cooking show.
Still think I can hold it. 4 to 5 pounds.
So how did you find your way to Ellingers?
Ellingers Agatized Wood bowls. I had bought one from a thrift store years back. And then on the back is a little stamp and it says Ellingers Agatized Wood, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And I loved the bowl. I couldn't tell if it was made out of wood or what it was. It was very, very beautiful shape, very mid-century modern. The shape was wonderful. And I used to bring it with me in New York City and cook with it. And I thought, God, this is the most perfect cooking bowl ever. So I come back and I move here and I go to meditate on Lake Michigan. And I think to myself, I was like, I wanted to do a cooking show and I wanted to sell a product. And I thought, oh my God, like I wanted to make a Red Bull. So I look up Ellingers Agatized Wood and I said, can you make a Red Bull? They're like, come on down. So I drive 5 minutes, right? And I go, I wanted to make a Red Bull just like this. And I walk in the door and the old owner, he takes me back. I am warming up the press. This is called a press. It's a giant compression mold. Operates at about between 300 and 400 degrees heat and 550 tons of pressure. And what I'm doing in the beginning is the oil's a little cold. So some of these machines are in dire need of some love and repair. Now, I'd like to restore these machines as best they can back to the original order. They need to be clean, valves need to be replaced, seals need to be replaced, and all that takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And so that's one of the projects that we need so that we can keep making the bowls as original. Now, these machines are still working great, and but they do require constant maintenance. So we'd like to update some of the electronics, but we'll listen to that sound. It's real nice. Okay, let's just see here. We'll do it one more time, and we'll give it a full cycle. It's got a little. It's kind of like bacon. You take a product, you put it in almost like a waffle maker, like an oven, and then instead of a loaf of bread, you get a bowl. And with this bowl, and by the way, the very first thing I collected was a collection of Yellowware bowls. And I saw it on the Martha Stewart cover of one of her cookbooks, all those Yellowware bowls with the blue stripes. And I'd collected those since I was a kid, and I love bowls. And I'll tell you why, because bowls are all you need. I'm not kidding you. Like, bowls are for cooking, and you can eat out of them, and they always seem like they're not quite right. And so when I found the Ellingers Agatized Wood bowl, I was like, this is the perfect bowl. It's the perfect bowl.
Well, why bowls versus plates?
Most of the world eats out of bowls. You can make rice bowls, you can make a soup out of it. You don't have to worry about spilling all over the plate. Because when you feel it in your hands, it's wood, it's sturdy, it's elegant, and it's substantial, and it's also easy to clean, easy to wash.
Ellingers Agatized Wood is very interesting. So I saw these bowls online, and I really didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, cool. But being here in Sheboygan and actually at the factory, I'm like, holding these bowls for the first time, no joke, it really was something. I was like, I really want to own these. I'm not even in the market for it, and that's all I want now. And the fact that it's bowls, I don't know, I'm more of a plate guy. So here I am, having to use this bowl. Now I won't use anything else. I don't even like plates anymore. Everything should be in a bowl. It's easier to eat, everything's contained. It actually keeps more heat inside, so my food does stay warmer. And it just feels good. Everything tastes better, looks better.
80% of eating is based on the look of what you're eating.
And it is better in a bowl. Thank you, Ellingers and America.
When I was a kid, I used to scrape in ice cream. I would like scrape the bowl out of our like one of those glass bowls, you know, that you would get when you're a kid. And I was like, screw, my brother would be like, Bretton, stop! And I'd be like, because you just want to get all of the ice cream. Anyway, I'll tell you this, with the Ellingers Agatized Wood bowl, it does not make that sound. I don't know what it is. It's a perfect ice cream bowl.
So this is great for people with some auditory issues and food. Got it.
People that have auditory issues and feeling and touch issues, do you know what I can't do? After a glass bowl comes out of a dishwasher, it has that weird dry thing. First of all, the Ellingers Agatized Wood are microwave safe, but it does not have that feeling at first. Perfect on your fingers. I'm not kidding you. Even when your fingers are dry, even when they're wet, it feels really good. So people with touch sensitivity issues, it'd be good for them too.
Well, it sounds like you like a lot of bit of like old school Americana. You want things built here. What is it? Why do you want to preserve that?
I wanted to save this factory, and I still want to save this factory. I wanted to save this factory because I think it's a very important part of Americana, of American manufacturing. Now, Wisconsin, and specifically Sheboygan, is home to some of the world's most innovative and important manufacturing in the world. So I just feel like this is a product that two German immigrants had come over to America and wanted to start their business and spent 5 years designing, building, creating the most perfect bolts.
So now you want to save the factory to create bowls. Who do you think should have these bowls?
I think every single person in America should have at least one of these Ellingers Agatized Wood bowls in their house. I think everybody should have a red bowl. I'll tell you why I wanted this red bowl is because when, you know, sometimes you wake up and it's not a perfect day and you look around, but whenever I cooked, I was like, if I just for one moment have this little red bowl, and it really does make me happy. Now, red's my favorite color, and that's why I wanted to share. Red is love, red is heart, red is fire, red is passion. You know, and also, you know that food is 80% visual. So really something like a beautiful pasta in here in this beautiful red bowl really makes for an elevated dining experience. And I can assure you, because I have it every night. Imagine this, greens, a Caesar salad with those nice bright Caesar green leaves, and then crispy bacon on the top and that white ranch dressing set against the background of this perfect fire engine red bowl. Anyway, that's, it just makes your life better. I don't know.
That's
Questions?
wonderful. So many questions.
Any other questions?
Sheboygan.